Hi, I'm Kitty Gumdrop and you're watching Kitty's channel. So I promised you guys I was gonna do super something else to my hair, and this week it's gonna be super orange. I'm not even gonna hide it, it's just gonna be super orange. It's in the title, it's right here. Super orange for everybody to see. I'm excited to do that, but I'm also gonna be bleaching and dyeing my arm hair to match. Why? Why not? I mean, I'm kind of curious to see how well that'll turn out. I have never bleached my arm hair. I mean, I went through a phase when I was a teenager where I was embarrassed of it. So I'd shave it, get rid of it, and be like, oh, this is prickly and doesn't feel good. So I just left it alone because it didn't bother me. It bothered everybody else. I don't care if it bothers everybody else, it doesn't bother me. So here it stays and we're gonna experiment on it. I haven't even peeled the top off to this yet. I'm gonna go ahead and do that right now for everybody to see. Look how pretty it is. So I'm gonna eyeball this with a little bit of conditioner to ensure that I have enough for everything for this mop and that. So this is how much and what I have by the end of that. I got a thin enough thing that I can put it through my hair and comb it because my hair is really thick, and despite what anybody tells me, if I had tried to run a comb through it last time I used this, I would have hurt my scalp. It's my hair, not the product. The product is fine, the product is great. I have had no problems with this, that's why I continue to use different colors of it. But I do need it thinner for my own comfortability in my hair. I'm kind of making peace with the fact that my arms are going to be a little bit orange for this because there's no way I can apply that color to it without it staining my skin. Before I just dive right into this, if you haven't seen my dyeing my boyfriend's hair green using Xmondo Super Green, the link will be in the description. The reason that I bring that up is because what I'm about to say next is straight to Brad. He told me that I could put this directly in my hair to save time and all that, and I'm learning, so we're just going to apply this directly to my head and move on to my arms, okay? I'll see you then. We're foregoing sectioning completely, by the way. I'm just going to comb this through. That's what I was suggested to do, and that's what I'm going to do. Sectioning, I didn't section. But when you section your hair and it falls into another spot, it's like an uninvited guest showing up to your party. Not that I throw parties, so anybody who shows up to my house is uninvited. So I was telling a girl at work, one of the things that I was thinking about doing, I just didn't end up wanting to do it though because this color was so pretty. But what I was thinking about doing originally was leaving my swoopy bang pieces. I don't really know what to call them. They're a bit longer than bangs. They hang to about here. But they swoop and they kind of sit away from the rest of how long the rest of my hair is. What I was going to do is I was going to leave the swoopy bang pieces on each side white. I was going to turn them white and make the rest of my hair dreamsicle orange. You know, like Dreamsicles, the ice cream bar. It's like my favorite ice cream bar in the summer. I was like, ooh, I could match that. And then I was like, that orange is so pretty. I just want to be that orange. I mean, we'll fade to like a dreamsicle color, hopefully. Just leave that horrible patch in my hair. Oh. It's not time for that yet. You'll have... I'm so dumb. Why would I think that would work? That's not better. I look like I was digging into a pumpkin. Well, on the shirt it goes, that's what it's for. Okay, so I've made a mess of my hair, but I've got it completely through now, and I've got some hair dye left in here. Hopefully. We're looking, we're hoping. That should be enough for just arms. That's about what we got. And we're gonna be doing both of my arms with this, so wish me luck. Bleach 30. Alright, so I had a bunch of Prism lights. I had one of those big old baggies that these come in that are like this big. So I had these, because that's all that's left at the salon. When I did a bleach wash on my hair. Let me conceptualize for you how much bleach it takes on my hair. That was my thinking back face. Anyway, so the amount of bleach that it takes to put on my hair, I had a half a bag of Prism lights, like the $17.99 one you get at Sally's, yeah? When I did a bleach wash on my hair and did my roots, it took an entire half a bag. an entire half a bag of bleach to have enough to be thick enough, cover my whole head, and remove all the color, plus do my roots. So I had to go all the way to Sally's, get a whole new bag, and they were sold out. So I got these 2 packets instead. 1 packet for each arm. I figured that should be enough. We're just gonna slap some gloves on and slather them from elbow to wrist. I don't want to deal with any of this finer hair up the top here. So we're just doing wrist to elbow to make it a bit easier on me and to make a bit more sense. I just don't want to deal with all that. I just got me cheap old 20 volume here. Don't need anything more than 20 volume because this is right next to my skin and I should have enough heat for this to process pretty quickly. You know, I just had a thought. I'm gonna go get Walmart bags, poke holes in the bottom of them, and stick my arms through and just kind of sit that way. Dollar General bags it is. See what I'm doing here? I rip a hole in the bottom here. Here, you hold on to that for me, Jazz. That one as well. I'll be back for those. This is barbaric, I know. Look, I'm mixing it with my fingers. But first of all, that's about the consistency I want. Second of all, my hairbrush is a little bit occupied with orange at the moment, so we're gonna have to make do with fingers. You know, this is one of those ideas where I was like, yeah, that sounds like a great idea. And now I'm sitting here and about to actually have to put bleach on my arms, and I'm like, this isn't gonna be fun. Here we go. Well, that's gonna be thick enough, I'll tell you that right now. Has anyone else ever bleached their arms? Am I doing this correctly? No, probably not. Oh, that's just orange. I was like, what is that? That looks like a cut. I don't want to get bleach in a cut. It's just orange I got on my arm from when I was dyeing my hair. Moving on up to the other side. Bleaching our arms on the other side. It's not even the right tune. I got a burn on my wrist right there from when I set it on some hot metal at work. Wasn't a good plan. But it's there now and we have to avoid it. You see it right there? That is not orange hair dye. That is a burn, for sure. I don't recommend slathering your arms completely in bleach. Not the world's greatest plan in the world. So this is why we watch me do it. You don't do it, I do it. Did I get everything? I don't want to have missed a tiny little bleach spot and look silly. I don't want to look silly, she said, about to dye her arms orange to match your hair. Can I even dye my arms to match my hair? Uh-huh. Snip, snip here, snip here, while we're bleaching arm hair blonde. Okay, bleach is on my arms now. I need to get my hand in this bag. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, done. I'm just gonna wrap that up now and tuck it, ooh, tuck it over here. We're not gonna do this very long. This is only gonna be like a 20-minute process tops, and then I'm gonna rinse it out and then start putting the orange on. I just wanna make sure that it is blonde, because I want it to be at least similar in color to what I'm doing on my head. It doesn't have to be the exact same color. Arm hair will fade a lot faster. How do my bracers look? Wonder Woman! See you guys in about 20 minutes after I rinse this bleach off my arms, and then we'll move on to turning them orange, I guess. Okay, discussion time. First of all, I've got 2 things. The blonde worked beautifully. Look how beautifully blonde that is. That is so golden. It worked out perfectly. So I think that the orange is going to go over top of that amazingly. Second thing that I would like to note, I mentioned before not to try this at home, and now I'm solidifying that because I have chemical burns on my elbow. Look at that. Right there. On my elbow I have chemical burns, which is fine. I don't care. It felt like it was burning a lot more than it should have when I was putting it on. There's all these little bubbles that feel like Orbeez on my elbow, over here, and a few scattered up my arm. However, I know I have sensitive skin. That's more my issue than anything else. When I put it on my scalp, it's not such a big deal and I don't get those little bubbles. Apparently when I put it on my arms, I do. So this will be the first and last time I do this, regardless of how it turns out. I just want to put that out there. It doesn't seem safe for me personally. I won't be doing it again. What I can promise, however, is the moment that we've all been waiting for, I'm going to turn my arm hair a different color, and my arms along with it, because we know that's going to happen. So we got orange. We got arm hair that is now blonde, and I mean like golden blonde. When it's wet, my arm looks bald, which was a really naked feeling for me because I realized something. I have way more freckles than I thought I did. Orange goes on now. Well, that's gonna be orange, alright. There's no denying that, but I also am realizing I totally have enough for my arms. Totally, there's no way I don't. Is this a little crazy? I'm alright with that. The cool thing about your body being your body is you can do whatever you want to it, regardless of how other people feel about it. I like my arm hair. It's staying. I guess it'd be an overreach to say that I like it, but it would definitely be truthful to say that I don't like not having it, and I don't like removing it. It takes too long, and I don't even like how it looks. It makes my arm look like... I'll be honest with you. I don't feel like my arm is my arm when it doesn't have my arm hair on it. It looks disconnected from my body, and it doesn't feel right to me. And if something makes you not feel right, please don't change it for somebody else. There's absolutely no reason whatsoever that you should ever alter your body image to make somebody else happy. Your body image is there for you to be happy, not anybody else. Embrace the things that are different about you, own them, and you know what? Shove them in people's faces by dyeing them bright orange if they don't like it. I look like a pumpkin. You know, I used to want to spray tan when I was in 8th grade, and spray tans are fine now. You know what? They turn out exactly looking like a tan. It's not even a problem. You know what wasn't fine? When I was in 8th grade like 15 years ago and everybody was getting spray tans and they looked like Oompa Loompas, because that was, you had two options with spray tan back then. Don't have one or be orange. They picked orange. A lot of people picked orange. Oh my. So I painted orange on the chemical burn right there, and I look like a decorative squash. See that? Decorative squash mode engaged. Somebody put me up on their mantle for fall because I will look fabulous with the other decor. This is relaxing. Maybe I should do an entire video in ASMR. Something super relaxing like this. But not this, since I chemically burned my own skin. I think that might make people a little bit uncomfortable with reality. Nobody listens to ASMR for somebody to get their own body parts maimed or injured. So we're just gonna have to figure something else out. The good news is about these like little bumps is they really don't hurt that bad. Well, I'm not gonna say that as an approval for you guys to go try it, but I am saying that to let you know that I am okay and that it's not bothering me. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Baby Food Challenge, where you smear all the baby food all over your body until you turn every color of the rainbow. Just call me Roy G. Biv. We're starting with the O. You know, my mom used to call me pumpkin butt, but this is ridiculous. I'm gonna let this orange set in for about 15-20 minutes, be back and let you guys see once my hair's dried, makeup's on. I'm gonna give this a whole look. It's very orange, it's got a lot going on. I feel like I did a lot this week, so I should give you a lot this week with my look. I'll figure it out. I'll be back. See you soon. Look at that. Look how orange that is. Talk about super orange. He was not f***ing lying, dude. It is so pretty. I actually like this better than the purple. I think it suits me more and it brings out the green in my eyes. Nah, I don't care what you think. I'm just kidding. So I already know what I think of the hair. What do I think of the arms? They're orange. They're definitely orange. More so in the middle than it is at the ends. Definitely faded out towards the wrist and the back end here. We got two orange arms. I mean, they're stained too. They're orange. This will fade out a bit and I'll be able to see what's going on with my arm hair, and I'll post it to my Instagram, which is also Kitty Gumdrop with a 0 instead of an O. I like what it did with my arm hair. I think it's a super cool fashion accessory as opposed to shaving it off, which would be prickly and itchy, and I have no interest in any of that. So, if you guys like that video, go ahead and subscribe down below. Hit the like button at the very least to show me that you liked what was going on or that you like this hair color, because, I mean, come on. Show appreciation to Brad. Tell him how good his Super Orange is on Twitter, on Instagram, DM him. Show him some love. This is a good color and this is a good line. And as soon as it comes back in stock, I recommend that anybody who wants to go super anything, try it out. There was one more thing I wanted to mention. Shout out to my mom for giving me an Easter basket at 27 years old, which I love, by the way. I'm super excited to get into this candy because, you know what? What am I if not a big child? Obviously. If you want to subscribe down below, I'll have a new video every single Monday, and I'll see you next week.